Average council tax bills are set to soar by £107 after the government told town halls they could increase charges by an inflation-busting 6%. The police will also be allowed to charge an extra £12 per household next year in an effort to ease pressure on force budgets. Communities Secretary Sajid Javid unveiled the eye-watering increases today, just days before Christmas, as he announced the new local government funding settlement. The changes mean a typical £1,591 Band D council tax bill will cost up to £1,698 next year, £95 in extra council tax, plus the £12 extra police precept. The Taxpayers Alliance slammed the tax rise, saying it is wrong to hike bills for hard-pressed Britons and called for more efficiency savings instead. Tory MP Bob Blackman told Mail Online, "It is not a happy Christmas message to see for hard-pressed council taxpayers." He added, "My view is that the problem with the council tax rises is it's very difficult for local authorities to plead poverty if they don't increase their council tax. But the effect is it will be 6% increase, that is double the rate of inflation. It hits people who are on low incomes and find it hard to pay their council tax. This will make it really hard for the people who are struggling to make ends meet right now." He said councils should be free to set their own council tax levels, but warned they face the wrath of the electorate if they hike them too high. Mr. Blackman said councils are facing big pressures to fund adult social care, but expressed concerns that the burden is falling on council taxpayers. Tory MP Andrew Bridge said, "Both national and local government need to remember they are the servants of the people, not their masters. They should remember that all money is taxpayers' money, and that they will be held accountable for tax rises and value for money at the ballot box." The increase is higher than expected, as Mr. Javid gave council leaders permission to break a cap on rises without calling a local referendum. He told MPs the aim was to hand councils the levers and the incentives to grow their own economies. He said, "While we all want to ease growing pressure on local government services, I'm sure none of us want to see hard-working taxpayers saddled with ever higher bills." This settlement strikes a balance between those two aims, giving councils the ability to increase their core council tax requirement by an additional 1% without a local referendum, bringing the core principle in line with inflation. This change, combined with the additional flexibility on the adult social care precept that I confirmed last year, gives local authorities the independence they need to help relieve pressure on local services. Mr. Javid did acknowledge there had been concern over funding for adult and children's social care, but said that councils had access to £9.25 billion of funding for the sector. He said, "We've put billions of pounds of extra funding into the sector, and that's why the Department for Education are spending more than £200 million on innovation and improvement in children's social care." At the spring budget, an additional £2 billion was announced for adult social care over the next 2 years, with the freedom to raise more money, more quickly through the use of the social care precept.